Hello and welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages, our very first episode. I am the GM Tim, and with me is our amazing new cast. Hello everybody, new cast. Well, it's the same cast, but new show! We got a new show! Yee! Very exciting. I am really excited in case you couldn't tell, and I'm just going to kind of go down the list. And with us tonight is Sam playing Captain DaVinci. Hello, Captain. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you very much. Ready to captain a whole new ship? Do the whole new voyage.
Captain a new ship, yeah. The USS Haida. NCC 79491. Yes. And with us as well is our new commander, right? Commander? You just got a promotion, I think. Commander Yezikov, Chief of Security in XO. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
How you doing, Leah?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad at all. And then we'll go over to our Chief Engineering Officer, Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan Kaplasser. How are you, Gopal?
Good. Just had a sandwich. Relaxed.
I mean, as you do, right?
Yeah.
And then our Science Officer, Lieutenant Sofek, played by Stefan. Hi, Stefan.
Hello.
How's your Vulcan tonight?
Sassy.
Which is exactly what a Vulcan should be, as far as I'm concerned.
He's 2/3 Tellarite. Don't forget that.
Oh, is that what it is? 2/3
And
Tellarite.
100% sass.
Yeah, right. I think our rolls in the middle aren't working, but that is okay. We'll figure it out another day. So we're gonna play some Star Trek. You guys ready to play some Star Trek?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it. All right. So Sam, if you don't mind, let's take it away there.
Captain's log. The USS Haida is been under repair and is now fixed. Given that our last voyage was a rescue mission for the Haida, it's time to take it down on a shakedown cruise. We are headed to the Collapsar 49 asteroid belt and system to test the weapon arrays and its warp capability. If history is anything to tell us, we'll definitely break something.
I mean, fair. All right. So the camera kind of does that pan up and around the ship, and then to the bottom, the dorsal part of the saucer section, and in through the viewer. Your bridge is on the bottom of the ship. And so it goes kind of right through the viewer screen, and you guys have a ship that looks I'm literally drawing your bridge for you, and it looks kind of like a mix between what did we find, Gopal, today? The USS Prometheus, which is kind of like a not the Prometheus, but a different one, and then a
battle bridge.
Battle bridge, yeah, from the Shinzo. So it's kind of like under on the dorsal side of the saucer section. And yeah, you got Captain Zanny in the center chair, and then Yezikov is off to the left, and Sarah's up at the front in helm, and you've got ops ran by who's ops? Who is ops? Do we have a new ops person?
We haven't hired one yet.
You haven't hired one yet.
The last guy got demoted twice and kicked off the ship for insubordination.
Has Rick's been completely removed now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right.
He overstepped his bounds.
Yeah,
too many times.
The actor overdid it and didn't get a contract renewal when they made the new series.
Theoretically, we could promote our chief transport officer.
I don't think he could make it to ops.
He would fit inside. He would fit inside the bridge. The bridge is pretty big. The bridge is about 3 meters high. So it's pretty large, but yeah.
Yeah, all right. For anybody who doesn't know, our transporter operator is a Zenketi, which is about the size of a rhinoceros.
Okay. So yeah, you've been ordered by Admiral Shrev to take the ship out. First place you're going to head to is the Collapsar asteroid belt to test the engines. And then you're going to go off to a nearby pulsar to double check the sensors, and then back to Narendra Station is what Shrev wants you to do. So, Captain, take it away.
Sarah, clear us of the moorings and set a course for the Collapsar 49 asteroid belt, warp 9, if you please.
You got it, sir.
And then I will Zanny to Gurkhan.
Khan reporting in.
Are you in the? I assume you're in engineering.
I'm
not
literally
in the post.
directly behind you because there's
so
an
you're on-
engineering station on the bridge.
I don't know. Sometimes you're in engineering. Sometimes you're on the bridge. I just
Yeah,
don't
but
know
Changing
where
it.
you are.
I can totally see Yazek or Gurkhan being like, Gurkhan reporting in.
Yeah.
With a smirk on his face.
Because it's
People like phone calling each other from 2 cubicles away.
because the bridge is much bigger than our last one.
Cool.
Yeah,
So when I hear your voice, I just turn around and go, "When are we getting the seatbelt installed on this?"
Captain, this vessel is ancient. I didn't even know seatbelts were a human invention back then. Had you met the Romulans yet?
Probably not. Anyways,
That being said, there is a seatbelt, Captain. It's standard issue. It's not a 5-point harness. It is just a lap belt.
well, if you could put a roll cage around my chair next time,
I look up and I'm like, Captain, technically the rest of the ship is our roll cage, considering we're in the basement.
So fact. Might as well maintain system scans, see what's coming up. Find us a good asteroid to shoot at.
I will endeavor to locate one with a suitable metal nickel composite.
He's
Smart
not
ass.
sassy
Yeah.
today yet, but
Yeah.
all right. Yesakov, how are weapon systems?
Weapon systems operational, sir. Did Starfleet actually tell us to go shoot at asteroids? Seems counterproductive.
So, Yazikov, one of the unnamed ensigns. Oh, no. Beagle kind of
Beagle.
like just, yeah. Actually, sir, they've got drones set up in the asteroid field. I helped program them myself.
Ah, very good.
I'm really excited for you to shoot some, though. I installed them with their own big red button, sir.
Oh,
You
brother.
put a button on drones.
No, I didn't.
Wait, the drones have buttons?
What? No, they're good. They're good to go.
I did
Well,
not
I
teach you how
suppose
to
what we
install red
dis-
buttons, Beagle. How did you learn this technique?
For anyone who's wondering what the hell is going on, during our last series of the Payet, our last season of the Payet, Yazikov we had ended up with a running gag that there was a big red button on the tactical console that Beagle was never allowed to press. So
It
Beagle
fired everything.
It fired everything, yeah. So Beagle became obsessed with this button, and has
It was
kind of
the oh shit button.
It was the oh shit button, yeah. And has since created it into like a. It's like his thing. It's like he needs to always have this button. Beagle is quite capable too, though. He's not inept. He might sound it, but he's not.
No. And he got promoted too.
He did. I'm a lieutenant now. So kind of like lieutenant junior grade. He doesn't mind. He's still like, and then rubs his like hollow spot. It's like, yeah.
He is this permanent spot on the bridge now, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's quite excited. You know what?
Welcome, Sam.
Beagle is on ops.
You know, he did get
There you go.
cross-trained. He did get cross-trained between ops and security. So he will be our temporary ops head of ops.
Beagle is the backup ops. He'll be on ops right now.
Sofak, change of plans. When we drop out a warp scan for those drones so that we can get this over with. Yesakov, make sure shields are up as we drop out. Sarah, what's our ETA?
Ooh, Sarah, why don't
Actually
you give
trying
me
to captain.
Yeah, that's really good. Sarah, why don't you give me a pilot roll?
Sure. Control and con.
Yeah. How fast do you want to go, Sam? Or
Warp
sorry,
9.
Zanny. Warp 9?
Yeah, we're touching the engine.
Awesome. All right. Give me a pilot roll.
All right, let's punch it.
Yeah, con and control. Control and con. Whew, two successes. Nice. Okay. You're just like the engine's kind of like, and they power up. Does Sarah or Gurkhan, because I imagine either one of them could have this. Do they have that can feel the bulkhead shifting? Like, can you, Are you trying to like tune yourself to, or you're like even like Scotty had that where you could feel the shift between like warp 8 and 9 and like
Gurkhan would have it.
Gurkhan would
sure.
have that.
He has a talent called I Know My Ship, so he can feel every single type, and he has a focus in warp and impulse, so he can feel the vibration. Plus, he did a little bit of let's say budging on this engine to get it running the first time he got on board.
Right.
So he kind of he's one with the warp.
He's one with the warp.
See,
right.
I just always think, because I remember when Scott was brought ahead in the future, and he's like, I can't feel when we're going to warp with the new warp cores. I imagine Gurkhan went in with a hydro spanner and just whacked the warp core until it started making vibrations.
And I made sure, and that's why you see Gurkhan's boots are always a little bit more beat up than the rest of the crew, because he thins the soles so you can feel it and not get in trouble with regular people. But yeah, I would say that Gurkhan, plus this ship is ridiculously powerful at warp. Doing the lore and the stat line, this thing can maintain warp 9.6 for days.
Yeah, so you guys actually have one of the new testbed engines that was used in the Sovereign class is how I'm going to use it. So for anyone who's kind of like into the lore, you've got the Sovereign class engine in your ship with 4 nacelles to try and counter the negative effects that the old warp engines had on subspace. So you're testing a whole bunch of different things basically for Starfleet to make sure that it works properly.
Mm-hmm. And then for you, Sarah, whenever you're doing any of your piloting checks, anything warp related is easier because we have improved warp drives.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Sarah's kitted out for pilotry, so she was a fighter pilot, and is a chief, so she was specially promoted to be on the con by Zanny.
Okay. So Sarah, you can actually feel like this thing, despite its size. So it's kind of like, it's almost the same size as your Saber or your Steam Runner class, but it's a different sort of profile is what it is. But it handles almost like better than the Steam Runner. It's not as sharp turns, but she's a good ship.
Smooth as butter.
Smooth as butter, exactly. Yeah. All right.
On that note, Ensign, bring me an Irish Ractigino.
Yeah, so some ensign just kind of like stops by, and as he does, Beagle's like, "No, he likes it on the left."
And Gurkhan's staring down that drink because he's never heard of an Irish Ractigino.
Yeah, what is an Irish
Klingon?
Figure it out.
Ractigino.
Oh, I have.
Gurkhan's wondering why you're adding more alcohol to a drink that is traditionally heavily alcoholic that humans don't realize is heavily alcoholic.
Oh, are we canonizing Ractiginos to be heavily alcoholic?
Well, the humans don't put the alcohol that's meant to be in it. They put milk and sugar for some reason.
I'm also Betazet, so...
So what, you drink more? What?
Yeah.
We're drinking on bridge now, yes?
Apparently. I mean, that apparently
Yeah,
is...
I turn around, I'm like, you're Russian!
He has a bottle of vodka stashed underneath tactical. I look at the captain. Captain, technically
sign
vodka...
that says no Beagle. It's where I keep my vodka under my station.
Yeah.
Just clangs one back. What's your point?
Only. All right. Let's not have a drinking on deck crew.
Hey, crew.
That confuses Gurkhan quite heavily.
Yeah.
Night crew.
Yeah, Delta shift. Okay, so the engines are like I said, smooth as butter. Everything seems to be working perfectly. If this is the new age of engines for Starfleet vessels, Gurkhan and Sarah, you're both like thrilled. You drop out of warp speed just at the edge of the asteroid field, and Yezikov, your sensors will automatically detect the drones flitting in and out of the asteroid belt. Beagle's programmed them pretty good. They are very aware. The minute you just kind of do one of those lazy target locks, and the minute it locks, the drone instantly does like a really great evasive maneuver and dodges kind of behind another asteroid, so it's hard to actually pick off. You're gonna have to actually,
Hold on.
yeah, you're gonna have to actually fly through the asteroid or come up with ways to track them down.
Well, first of all, shields up.
Yes, sir.
We're going into the asteroid field. Sarah, prepare for an attack pattern. Sofek, find me a way to target these things.
Okay, so Sofek, why don't you give me a sensors check?
Reason science.
Yeah, reason science would be really good.
All right. Yeah, I'll use the sensors to see if I can attempt to like predict the patterns that Beagle's programmed into the drones.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, there's a pattern. I just might have added some rocks into the pattern as well.
Yeah.
Do you want the Haida to support this or support the maneuvering of Sarah?
Sam?
Go with the maneuver.
Yep. So Haida does not support you, Sofek.
Okay, so just a reminder to the players, our dice screen isn't working on the Twitch stream, so they can't actually see what you rolled. So
2 successes and a complication.
2 successes and a complication. Exactly. Okay. Sorry, Leah. Can you mute when you're not talking?
Yes.
Yeah. So we discovered that Leah's computer doesn't like our stream tonight and has decided to sound like like she's got a massive fan going when she doesn't. But that's okay.
Or it's an original series warp core.
It's an original series warp core. Now I have the lower deck scene where they're all making the warp core noises in my head. Like that's all I see.
That was great. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
Really, that's just Yesikov's terminal.
Anyone who says that's not real Trek is wrong. It's like a love letter to that series. Okay. Sofek, how'd you do for that roll then? 2 successes and a complication, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you do detect a sort of standard pattern. He's implemented kind of like you're fairly certain that it's Cardassian movement into the drone. So like he kind of studied Cardassian tactics during the war and has installed those tactics into the drone. So they're moving in and out of the you're able to figure out the kind of like the counters to them. The problem is that as you're kind of like going, your sensors, one of the circuits overloaded, and you're going to have to be within short range to be able to detect them. So you're actually going to have to go into the asteroid field to get any benefit from your sensors. You won't be able to do it from outside or on the edges. You're not going to be able to pick them off as you kind of hoped.
Well, Captain, there is good news and bad news.
Quit breaking my shit. That's what you did, didn't you?
I made it so we could multitask our tests and also test the shields versus inanimate objects.
We're going into the asteroid field. That's what you're telling me.
That is correct, Captain.
You broke the ship. 5 minutes in.
Gurkhan looks
part of the ship.
Gurkhan looks kind of sheepishly over at Sofek and is like, "It's a new old ship. I'm sorry. Some of these EPS conduits are older than all of us combined."
Okay. Excuse me.
Sarah, take us in and don't scratch the paint.
You got it.
5 by 5. Okay, so the ship kind of enters the asteroid field. Give me another piloting check. Gurkhan, would you like to do anything to the shields or deflector shields to help move the smaller asteroids out of the way?
Well, I'm gonna be mainly monitoring. I'm not gonna test anything or adjust anything. I want to see how they deal on their own, unmodified.
Okay.
But as I start getting numbers in, I will start adjusting. Let's say, well, actually, we're going in, so I'm going to push more. I'm going to divert power to the force shields.
Great. All right.
So we can bulldoze our way through these asteroids.
And Sarah has a talent that reduces environmental difficulty by 1.
Okay.
I also changed something on my computer. Is it still bad?
No, it sounds really good. You sound a little more tinny, but we don't hear the background noise, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah. You sound like you're in the 1920s. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just let me know what you guys prefer.
This works. Keep going.
Okay. So here's my piloting check.
Yes.
And it is, one success.
One
Right.
success. Okay.
Ship
Yeah.
is supporting.
Ship is supporting. Yep.
I'm using engines and con on this.
Sounds good.
1 die on this. And the ship supports for 1.
One success. So it was going to be 3, but because of your environmental thing, you're able to drop it down to 2. So you do succeed. So the ship starts weaving in and out of the asteroid field pretty darn good. Sarah's like, it's like I said, it doesn't turn on a dime, but it's not like galaxy-sized sluggish, right? Like it's still pretty. I think it's 300. What did you do? 302 meters long?
372 meters long.
There you go.
So it's slightly longer and slightly narrower than our old ship was, but it's a lot taller because of the 4 nacelles. So it's got more power, but it's not handling it very well. It's like a race car versus a drag racer.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So this one's more of a straight line power type ship.
So you're managing to wave in and out without running into things. The deflector dish seems to be working well, Gurkhan.
Yeah, we have 2 of them going.
Yeah, and moving things out of the way. Sofek, your rolls were good enough, but that complication kicks in now when it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Yezikov to take a shot. So, Yezikov, your first drone pops up and is going to fire at you, unless you're going to retain initiative.
I will retain initiative, and I will shoot at it.
All right.
Pew pew.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, do this, and then I'll do it.
All right. Well, that's terrifying.
I mean, he forgot to have the Borg cube dump out a warp on us, right?
Right? No.
Okay.
2
so
warp.
Go to warp. Go to warp. Go to warp now.
we're out of here. So it's been 18 million years since I've shot with the ship. It is control and security. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, for your character. And then the ship auto supports on this one.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Security.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Come on. I have 1 success.
I believe the term is Yamayo.
Yeah, no, that's if I actually hit it.
The ship supports for 1 as well.
All right.
Blech.
So that's 2.
I mean, that's not bad. 2 is okay. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna roll the dice, and you tell me what you want me to do with them, Leah, for damage. Because you're the one that's controlling it. I'm just clicking the button.
Alrighty.
Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a versatile, which is 1, and an extra momentum.
Okay.
Alright.
I think that's a good roll. You think that's a good roll?
5 damage is a breakthrough. Minus their resistance.
It's just a drone. Yeah, I'll keep the roll.
Okay. Sounds good. Works for me, and that is a solid actual hit for what it's worth. So you're good.
Yamayo!
Yeah.
Danny Ducks.
We also have, remember, we have tons of power on this ship. I have it set up with lots of extra power ratings. You can spend power to increase damage as well.
Am I seeing this right? You did roll a 20 though, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did. So that's good. So you got your 2 successes. The ship hits. You did 1, 3, 5, 6 damage to the drone, and your versatile, which adds what to the phaser? Extra damage?
Adds one momentum to the pool.
1 momentum in the pool. All right. So you now have 1 momentum in the pool. As you do, another drone pops up and is just going to get a free shot at you from that complication that you just created there. Tim's going to spend a threat, so he's going to do 3 d20s. And we'll hit you twice.
Yep, that's the contact.
All right. We'll do some D6
Liam.
rolls here. Oh, no, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. And I'm going to do... So it hits you with a full phaser barrage.
Ooh.
Wow. Those are all damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
1,
hurts.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Is it intense?
It's not
No.
intense, it's phaser, so it's versatile. Like, here's where it comes. We reduce that by 4
Okay.
because of our scale,
Yeah,
which leaves us with
Still
5,
five.
which is a breach.
it is still a breach. Yeah.
Roll
All right.
location.
So as you roll that complication, you kind of like roll under, and one of the drones pops up. That one that you were tracking, Sofek, earlier, pops up from behind that asteroid and just pegs you off. You guys fell for a classic Cardassian. We'll call it the Vole maneuver, where one of them hides down behind something, another one pops up and takes you off.
Are they specifically targeting a sector, or are you just going to roll randomly for it?
Engines.
All right. You got to roll for it, because in this one, there's a chance that it might hit something else. If you roll a 1 or... You roll a d6. On a 2 or 3, it hits a random location. On a 1, 2, 5, or 6, it hits the location it's supposed to.
5.
Yeah, it hits engines.
All right.
What's our scale? Our scale
Scale
is
Scale is
four?
only 4.
4.
Yeah. So we took 9 points of damage. We reduced it by 4, and 5 of our shields are done.
Okay.
Beagle?
What, sir? It's
Too
awesome.
good.
Beagle, you turn around and Beagle's just got a huge smile on his face. But also like a little bit concerned. Like you can see Yazikov can notice that he's like, oh.
Yeah. Are the beams actually are the beams actually orange, or are they maybe slightly purple or
No,
blue?
they're
or...
orange. They're orange. They're
They're
proper.
phasers. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
real
disruptors
phasers.
or tachyon weapons.
Yeah. Without looking at him, just under my breath, maybe not full spread next time. Yeah?
So luckily we have a lot of power because that causes us to lose 2 power.
Yeah.
That impacted the engines.
Okay.
We're down to 13 power. Our current power level is 5 higher than what it normally should be because we have improved power systems on the ship.
There you go.
Sarah,
And we'll need to do a
evasive
restore
maneuvers.
action.
Yes, sir.
I think Khan's going to attempt to repair the shields now.
Okay, so you got 2. You got evasive maneuvers, or you got Gurkhan.
Sarah's already
doing the
gone this
shields?
round, doesn't she? Entry
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shield.
Yeah. Okay, so Gurkhan repair the
I'm
shields.
Yeah, I'm gonna reason, engineering,
Yes.
and then I get a 3rd dice for free.
Do it.
I'm Gurkhan. Bum-ba-da-da.
Ooh, nice. That's a
That's-
solid repair.
Yeah, and this is only difficulty 1 for me.
Of course it is.
So that's 2 moment. So that gives us back. Right off the bat, it gives us back. Come on, let me click.
For those of you who are watching, I have superheroes on the bridge, so pretty much every time I hit them hard, it's like sucks for only a brief second, and then they're like, we got this." Almost every time.
So I'm gonna use the 2 momentum to bring up the shields
Yeah.
to maximum. But Captain, that hit took our shields down to 70%. Restoring now, and then I'm gonna, for each one of those momentum that I spent, the ship gains 1 power.
Nice.
And then if you want to go, Paul, you can use the restore minor action to deal with
The breach.
with the
Yeah.
impact.
Yeah. So I'm gonna and then that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna be again, reason engineering. This is gonna be a difficulty 2 roll, because I'm not in engineering.
Why do you get a second one? Sorry.
It's a minor
It's
action.
a minor action.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay.
I can do this from my station, but it's not as good as normal. 2 successes.
Difficulty 2, so it made it.
Difficulty 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Good. Otherwise, evasive maneuvers would have been harder.
So we still have the breach. We just don't take the effects of it.
Sounds good. Okay.
So you hit us again in the engines, and there's a chance we go.
You know what I forgot to do right off the bat? I am so sorry.
Give us determination.
Give you determination. So your determination are Prime Directive, and it's a test ship. Damn it!
We did get a breach though, Tim. You got to roll a d6.
Oh yeah.
Okay, not a 6.
5. Yeah, I needed a
5 and
6.
6. You need a 6 to blow up one of the consoles.
That's right. Okay. Okay,
Actually
so the
killing
ship
one of the
rocks.
crew.
Everyone's kind of like, oh, this is real. Okay. Beagle's like, yeah, of course it's real. And you're kind of like off to the races. So the next drone takes a shot. Tim will spend a determination. And That will be 2 hits. That's a hit, correct?
Successfully, yeah.
All right. So Beagle has toned down the damage a little bit, but not much.
Well,
So I rolled.
It's only 6.
I rolled two 6s and 2 5s, so that's 4 full
4
hits
points.
with my versatile.
Versatile.
I can't gain more. So how does this work for me? I think I'm gonna do.
What you would do is the momentum / threat that you would get. You can use to modify the die roll.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify the 3 and 4 and make them 1s.
Well, you gotta roll. You just gotta roll those 2 again.
I just roll those 2 again.
Yeah.
Oh, lame.
Yep.
I mean, all right.
One threat to reroll any of them.
Both 4s.
So they both. So still 4 damage. We have resistance 4, so we the shield's holding, Captain.
Shields are holding. Yeah. All right. That's 3. That's 3 drones. There are 5. Sofek, you have a turn.
Oh boy.
So does Captain.
The captain can go. He knows what he wants to do.
Yep. Go
All right,
for it.
Do it.
Okay. Yeskov, target a drone that hasn't fired yet and fire everything at it. I am now giving you a direct order. I can do it once per scene. Shoot the damn thing.
Nice.
With pleasure, sir. And I'll target and fire.
Yeah.
How much momentum do we have?
You currently have 3, I believe.
Okay. I will steal 1 to buy a d20. And because I have cautious, good. And we will roll the thing.
Julie, do the thing.
Why didn't do it? Why you no do?
Why you no do? There it is.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Whoa!
Ah!
Oh, yeah. So 2
4
successes
successes.
and a critical.
And then
Nice.
the ship supports with 2 more
Oh
successes.
my god. Can the ship critical?
Yeah, if it rolls a 1, which it did.
If it rolled a 3.
We rolled a 3.
So that's
What?
1 success. So
I have
4
it on
altogether.
focus. Use no. Oh, weird.
That's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. So that is 2 more than you needed. So you get 2 into the momentum pool, or into your momentum, Yezikov. And you did your damage, so you may roll the damage.
Go pull
That's
it to you, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Can you re-roll that, please?
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows who can't see it, because unfortunately our screen isn't showing up, they rolled
Right.
5 4s and a 3. 3 and 4 do nothing, and only 1 1. So that phaser hit, while hitting beautifully, did almost no damage at all.
Could somebody put a little more power into it?
Yeah.
I wanna
I'm just
see
gonna
some
click. I'm just gonna click
pizzazz.
roll all the dice again.
We had configured our phasers for training, Captain.
Beagle's like, don't hold back, come on.
There we
That's
go.
much
there
better.
we go.
Yeah, all right.
With 5 momentum,
5 momentum and 5 hits. So you're
And
gonna turn
that
those
takes-
5 momentum into damage?
1 energy. She can also burn energy. We have 14 of it.
Just burn the momentum. We can't pool this momentum.
So it's
Sure, yeah. I mean, I have 2 momentum, so I'll burn those 2.
Okay. And then
we can pool this momentum. We're not the
can.
Oh, we
DM.
Oh.
The versatile is momentum that we could pool.
DM can't pool.
DM can't
Oh,
pool.
okay.
DM has
Well,
to get threat from you guys.
I'd
Unless
say
I do
add-
specific things.
This
Yeah,
would
I'd
give
say
us
add
7,
2
so.
and then keep 3 in the pool because we want to make sure we overdo the resistance of the vessel.
Okay, so I personally have 5 momentum, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And we did 7 damage.
Then, I'll burn 3, and I'll put 2 in the pool.
So 10 damage altogether. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 now left, yes? That's what you want to do?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
I believe that's what
So
we wanted.
your phaser lances out, and first super special effect goes right through an asteroid, hits the drone that's trying to hide behind it, and the whole thing just explodes in like one really big, nice explosion. Yezikov Beagle kind of looks over at Yezikov. He's like, "All right."
I'm going to call that the Yesikov maneuver when you fire through an asteroid.
Is it in the way? Blow it up.
Yeah.
Your con smiles.
That's going to be a highlight of tonight. All right. So that's 4 drones left. I believe it's my turn. So the next one will take its shot. I'm going to blow another threat. Taking myself 3. And that'll be another hit.
Yep.
Let's see. Here we go. Roll the damage. And I got a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So 4 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we eat that. Captain Shields are still holding. It seems that the phasers are not firing at maximum power anymore.
Beagle's kind of like, I'll show you maximum power, and then looks over at Yezikov, and Yezikov gives him that look. And then he stops and turns
All
right. Does anyone else on the bridge have a turn?
Sofik.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to scan for weaknesses on
Yeah.
the remaining drones.
Do it. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Tell me what that does. What's that mechanic?
I'm just scanning one of the drones looking for weaknesses to help Yazikov pinpoint shot.
Okay. For speed of
next turn.
tonight, I'm going to let you scan all 4 remaining.
All right. Let's see. Control science. How much momentum do we have right now?
2.
2.
Sorry,
Right.
4. You've actually got 4.
Oh.
You had 2 in the pool.
Well, I'll use 1.
All right.
One success.
This is sensors and security on the ship.
Ship has
Supporting.
already rolled this round.
Every action taken by the ship is supported in
Oh!
combat. Not 20.
So the ship rolls a 20, which is really bad in Star Trek.
Are you
Hold
using
on.
computers, Stefan?
Hold on.
Are you using computers?
Yeah, I'm using computer sensors to re-roll that.
Come on, another 20. Oh.
I have
Aha.
to say, stop. Quick.
That's still, for some reason, it keeps saying it's focused.
That's okay. So,
So 2, the original difficulty was 1. It increases by 1 for each range categories, but I believe 2 would do it.
yep.
And we'll say no momentum with the asteroids messing stuff up as well.
Not anymore, yeah.
Let's see. So our next attack gains piercing 2.
Oh,
Nice, okay. So the last 2 drones are going to take their shots.
we have Beagle
no,
left to go,
I've
don't
got
we?
1 drone. No, Beagle doesn't get a turn. I've only got one drone left because you killed 1. So 1 drone's going to take its shot left. Last the 4th one. That'll be 3 hits.
Yeah. So that's you can use that momentum for bonus damage.
Yep, I'm going to.
So I think that's an extra die you can buy right now.
Yep, it is. Done. So I rolled a 6, a 2, a 1, a 4, a 1, a 5, and a 3. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 8.
1,
8
2.
damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6s and 5s aren't double damage. Right?
But you can.
But I
spend the
can
momentum
use the
you had,
momentum to bonus up the points, right?
2,
right?
3,
And you
4,
can
5.
bonus momentum for the 6.
Yeah.
So that's where you're getting the 8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That makes sense. And we
You
eat
get the
4.
You get for the 5. So 8 damage. We block 4 of it. We take 4 to the shields. What's the number on that? Captain, shields down to 75%.
And all 4 kind of converge around the ship in that kind of cool quad-looking way. Yezikov, give me a... actually, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. You know that a full spread of phaser fire, you could do that kind of like that Lotus Burst kind of cool Star Trek...
Phaser Lotus?
Yeah, the phaser.
Yes,
you know what I mean, right? Like from the dish where you kind of like can go in all different directions, and you're able to like you could probably target all 4. It might take some of the momentum you got left in the pool, which is 3, which makes
I mean,
sense.
Captain, we still need to test our torpedoes.
That's
Jessica, give us a death blossom.
They're just drones, sir. All right.
I fired a torpedo.
Beagle's like, hit the button, hit the button.
The red button requires a password now on the ship that only Gurkhan and Yasikov know.
not a chance,
Wait,
Beagle. That's a
The
password.
captain gets to know. Let's be honest. He has his own.
The captain's got his own thumbprint recognized.
Okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. Okay. I will try to do a spread targeting all of the drones.
Nice.
I will use 2 momentum to purchase 2 more dice.
3 momentum to purchase 2 more dice. 1 and then 2.
You are correct.
Thank you.
Just testing.
Yeah, just making sure I'm paying attention, right?
But since I scan for weaknesses, you get +1 damage for each extra D20 purchase.
Curses.
Hot damn. And I get to re-roll both of those D20s because I'm cautious.
Oh my god.
And so
like I said, viewers, superstars.
Death Blossom. Death Blossom.
They're the best of Starfleet, and they're in this, like, no one knows what it is, Shackleton Expanse. Dominion War, nothing. You're busy. You're exploring.
Where should we put our best combat crew? Over there.
So that would
I can shoot at some, drones.
Asteroid
Good
field.
God,
Yeah,
did you just roll 5 successes?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
We're the equivalent of them putting the geniuses in the insane asylum. Same thing.
Wow, good job. Okay.
We're
All
the
right, yeah,
Joker.
so full on roll your damage.
Gurkhan's actually going to reroute power to weapons
Of
and
course
give
he is.
3 more.
Give me everything, Gurkhan.
You just get like the cool shot of the ship raising up and phasers and torpedoes.
Does it like
coming
zoom
out.
into your eyeball and does that like torpedo like explosion? Like you see the beam. You can actually see the beam of the reflection of the torpedo as it like kind of bling off your
Zanny
eyes.
walks up to the helm, turns around and says on screen because he's too cool to look at explosions.
Wait, why did that?
You don't even need to look, Zanny. You've got like the screen, so it's like the Shinzo where you've actually got the windows looking out in front.
But
So-
I turn away.
He wants it behind him.
Oh yeah.
Remember
I know.
those results, Leah? Because we're adding the rest of the results to it.
Beagle has a single
2
tear.
rolls combined.
Sorry, what do you need me to do, Gurkhan?
The
Oh,
second result is how
What
much.
just happened?
That's-
You just
that's
rolled
the-
10 dice?
Yeah, I added more. For every energy, we can add an additional damage.
All right.
Guys are
So
dead, right?
2,
Is
1, 2, 3,
simulation
4,
over?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16.
3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if you don't mind me, Leah, all the momentum we earned, I'm going to re-roll those 5 that missed.
Wow.
sure.
Well, that just costs 1 momentum.
And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more damage.
All right. So the phaser just kind of goes everything. Leah, no, you know what? Sorry, I'm sorry. Yezikov, could you please describe us what this looks like from the outside of the ship?
Okay. So the like 4 drones are kind of floating around, and they come into like a cluster, and just from the outside of the ship, and you can see that like the phasers come around the disc and just start like picking them off. 1 photon torpedo comes into the center of them. Just so there's a big explosion.
Nice. I'm totally down for that. All right. So the drones are successful.
At the moment.
What's that? The Zanny just full on like, yeah. I will give you a momentum for actually using props, sir. All right. So you destroy the last of the drones. You've already actually tested the sensors, so you can probably bypass the pulsar because of Sofek doing his thing. You know that they need some tweaking, but otherwise everything seems working pretty good. And you start to head back to Narendra Station. Midway, you receive a very weird, not quite a distress signal, but an unusual signal coming from a nearby star system.
Khan doesn't look happy about this because the last distress signal ended in him losing his home.
It's not a distress signal. It's a really unusual subspace signal. It's happening as the ship is passing the Balin system. Yeah, it's like it's too diffuse and orderly to be naturally background system, but not regular enough to be like a pulsar emission. So there's something up.
They're picking up signals, sir.
On screen, on audio, whichever
So
one it is.
it's like you hear that static noise, but there's some sort of pattern to it. but not quite as regular as a pulsar would be.
Sarah, I'll stop. Sofek, are we able to clear that signal up?
Sofek, give me a sensor check.
8.
Sorry, I should be more specific when I'm asking for rolls, shouldn't I? I apologize, folks. So
I mean, I'm just gonna pick the best things I'm at.
I know. So why don't you give me a reason and science, please?
Yep. Tempting to clean it up now, Captain. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Do you want the ship to support in the scene, Stefan?
I probably should have figured that before. No, we're good. We're good.
All right. So it is a communication signal. The message is encrypted, and it's coming from Balin 4, from a moon around Balin 4. Balin 4 is a gas giant.
Sofek, are you able to decipher it?
Sofek, you'll have to go to the moon's, probably the moon's surface to investigate. You can't do anything from here. It'll take about 2 minutes at warp 6.
What the computer said, Captain.
Sarah
spits out arachnogen.
Sarah set a course, warp 6.
Yeah, you got it, sir.
Wow, I've never seen you rattled before. You okay there?
Yes. The Vulcan's just,
Reach out with my mind to see if she's actually messed up.
No, she's just laughing.
Yeah.
Like, this is
And picturing Sofek doing like a stand-up night at back 10.
So the captain told me to sensor check. I just listened to the computer.
A joke was very logical. You must laugh now.
Yeah. Joke number 1. Okay. Sofek, on your sensor charts, the star map entry reveals the name as merely P80-AS. It's a lifeless rock, mostly made out of carbon. And there's nothing else about the Balin system.
The Balin system basically has one planetoid moon.
No, it's got multiple like think like a couple like Mercury style, like close to the sun, just lifeless rocks, and then a few gas giants that has some moons. And Balin 4 is where this is coming from. A moon around Balin 4 is where this is coming from.
And we pinpoint the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring us into us. We're sure there's no, like, right now as far as we know, there's no life in this system.
All that your star map says is simply that it's a lifeless rock made of carbon. Like there's nothing special about this moon at all. And there's no life in the system, yes.
Didn't want to accidentally warp in and be like, surprise!
Yeah.
Aliens exist. Sarah, bring us into standard orbit around the moon.
You got it.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll for that?
No, not in this case. So, Sarah, as you come around to standard orbit, Sofek, you are able to see that while the signal is coming from an area of unusual ionic interference, it prevents transporters from beaming in.
Of course it does.
Always does.
It also is preventing surface scans in the area.
Once again, Captain, we must go down and look with our inefficient ocular organs.
That's what we're calling eyes now. Speaking of inefficient. Right, Yasikov, assemble on the away team. I would suggest taking Sarah so you don't crash.
As opposed to you, sir.
I'm not going down there.
So I'm gonna leave Sarah on the ship so that we split up the characters a little bit.
Fair.
I would want somebody on ship who could pilot, just in case.
Okay.
Next argue, assemble your team, and report back.
Who's your second character, Sam?
He doesn't have one.
All right.
Okay.
On a penal colony somewhere.
He's crushing rocks for the
He
Klingons.
violated the Prime Directive.
I'll tell you what,
multiple
Sam.
times.
Why don't you play
I'll
the
figure some out.
Why don't you play the doctor tonight?
Oh yeah,
I will.
You got the doctor.
I think we still haven't built her as a character.
Am I taking
Don't
the
worry.
doctor?
I got this.
All right,
We
you
don't-
got this.
We
Nice.
we don't have the tolerate either done yet. We gotta do him. But what?
I can actually just rename the old character that got fired and build a doctor.
Okay, so Sarah, Yazikov, you're taking this shuttle down with the crew. Who's on your team?
I will. We're investigating a signal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take Luther and the Tellurite and Beagle for operations. Because I guess he's operations now.
Okay.
And the doctor.
Yeah.
In case anybody's hurt. So 2 security, an engineer to fix things, doctor, and operations. I think that's good.
All right. You're leaving Gurkhan on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got stuff that's blown up to fix.
Yeah, so you're using Victor, yes, then? Or Luther, sorry. Luther,
Luther,
right?
Luther Kado.
Okay, so the shuttle ride down is uneventful. You get down to the bottom, and you're going to have to... There's no atmosphere, so EV suits.
Yes.
Uh,
Everyone's already in their EV suits.
Yeah, so that black blanket of like utter night just kind of blankets the moon. I'll need somebody to make a personal like a tricorder check. So someone give me a roll, please. For let's see, it's gonna be control and science can work in this case, or control and engineering I would allow for as well.
Doctor and what's your Tellurite's name?
Dalek.
Yeah.
Dalek. Can you please scan surrounding areas for life forms in composition of moon, please?
So if either one of you has tricorders as a special as a focus, you're able to get your bonus here.
Sure, we'll say he does.
Okay, add it in.
I'll do that at the
I
end.
guess I'll support with my medical tricorder.
Not in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your check there first, and then you can roll the support. There you go. So reason and science, was that your roll? Did you roll?
No,
already,
that's an old roll.
Oh, okay.
Ignore what these attributes are. I'm just doing it so it adds up.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot to turn my tricorder on.
Well, that's okay. I turned mine on.
The doctor
There's a
got
button.
it. Your doctor is Bajoran, right? I just want to remind.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to remind everyone
She's
the doctor is Bajoran. Okay.
Oh, good. I brought Team Sarcasm.
I mean,
Wait, there's other teams on our ship?
as she said. Wow.
This is Delta Shift.
I'm just happy the Klingon never lets me touch anything.
Doctor,
Delta Shift, I'm Bajoran.
Doctor, you've identified life signs about 3 kilometers away from the beam down point,
Now, if we were to head in that direction about 3
or from
kilometers,
the landing point. Sorry.
maybe the Tellurite could find life.
As you wow.
I don't know
Wow.
why she's so sassy.
I don't. She's so sassy tonight. So
She's
as
a
you're
Bajoran.
you kind
She
of like
did
do
not
that,
want to come.
you do that over the ridge, kind of like you do the over the ridge, kind of like walking, and it does that kind of like the camera does that kind of cool pan out of the asteroid field, and it does like the cool sort of like special effect where it kind of does a backwards roll through space and then hits you on the asteroid, and you come over a ridge of the asteroid, and the viewers see it first. They see a domed. Like one of those multi-domes sort of built with tubes connecting, built into a crater that looks like it was from an impact crater on the asteroid.
Are we there yet?
Luther's gonna be like, this should not be here.
The transmissions are coming from one of the smaller domed buildings.
Luther also points out that there's no life signs recorded here, and this is a planet where nothing should be here. So he's like, let's stay on watch, yeah?
Yes, to Luther.
Yes, we must approach with caution. We don't know why these people are here.
All right.
So
This could be a first contact. We should probably follow the Prime Directive.
Yeah, I'm activating my talent, constantly watching, which means I can't be caught unaware.
Okay.
I'm using a momentum to do that.
All right. Nice. That's your. You don't have any momentum in the pool at the moment.
Do we spend them all?
Yep.
Oh, I thought we got like 9 from that last attack.
Oh,
Different scene, right? Though new scene.
First attack?
it goes into the pool. So yeah, that's right. You're right. I'm right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm going to use 1 for
Okay.
that.
I apologize. That was my bad.
Because Luther's my secondary, he uses the same determination pool as my primary, correct?
2, 3,
Yes.
4.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you now have 3 pool left in the. There are 3 momentum left in the pool after using that one. Okay. As you get to the close to the dome, there is an airlock and there is an open panel.
Okay, are there any signs of like surveillance systems or like a big Klingon flag or like
No,
anything?
you don't see
Romulan,
anything.
anything Romulan.
Yeah, no, you don't see
Anything
anything.
Romulan.
It just looks like a. You're doing it. Is Yazikov doing it like a sort of surveillance of it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, great.
Sorry.
So why don't you-
Okay, so I'll take point. Luther, you take rear.
There you go.
Luther, you take rear. Dr. Gaelic, keep low. We're going to approach subtly. Is section whatever says. What is it?
Beagle with us?
Section 31.
Whatever section 3.
Yeah, Beagle's with us.
You can call me Neela. Maybe you should get to know your personality.
Ooh. Wow, she's like really. I think she needs to like tone the sass down a bit.
She really did want to come.
Apparently, yeah.
Does not like asteroids.
Does Sam just want to sit and watch tonight? I don't.
No, we're good.
Luther would also point out, Vela technically isn't Skwxwu your commander.
Oh, nice.
You in sciences, we in security.
Oh
Shut
no,
up.
she's
I'm
chief medical officer. She's like,
She's sciences.
yeah, but she actually
department.
outranks.
Yeah.
She outranks Skwxwu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he's okay.
yeah, he's chief of
It's
sciences.
fine.
She's the chief medical officer. They're two
Fair,
different
fair.
departments. Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't know it was chief medical officer. I thought she was just the doctor.
Oh no, she's CMO. Yeah. Okay, so can I get a reason and security,
From this
please,
crew?
from Yazikov as she does
Yeah,
a.
sure. Neela says that, oh, the sarcasm, Doctor. All you leave me is my bones.
Sorry. Just it was a rough day in medical.
All right, Yazikov. So you
One success.
You find the comm panel, no problem. You also see a really powerful subspace transmitter hidden behind this building. Like you just kind of like the way it's built. This is unusual. It doesn't really belong. It's out of place. There's something about it that's just not sitting right.
Gaelic, can you take a look at the subspace transmitter?
Oh,
please?
you'd have to like walk away from the airlock to find. It's behind the building. Like you're able to sense it because of your role. But the airlock you should be able to unlock without much problem. It would only cost a momentum to unlock the airlock.
Okay, so before I do that, I want to like walk the perimeter.
Okay.
And go and take a look at the subspace transmitter.
Yeah, so it's super powerful. If this is a mining colony, as it kind of like appears to be, like it's right into the rock face. It's not unusual for a mining colony to be on an asteroid that's lifeless. Like that makes sense. This is still an unusual broadcast. Like you don't need this much power for a transmission system.
Right. Sorry. So we did the perimeter. I just want to have Gallic look at the. Gallic, can you look at this transmitter?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Gallic, give me a reason in engineering.
All right.
Who built this? why?
Who built this and why? Is that the question?
Yeah.
It'll be 2 successes.
Okay. It's not 3, Gulak?
Not unless I decide to give him a focus in something.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a 1, it was a 3.
Yep, okay.
And actually, that wouldn't work anyways.
Okay. All right, so 2 successes is just enough to know that it is overpowered for what it's built for. Gulak, if you had to guess, you're talking like a military-grade transmission system for a mining colony.
But no clues as to who it belongs to.
No.
Well, it appears to be some sort of military-level communication platform. I don't know why it'd be on a mining outpost.
Yes, most definitely like more than it needs to be for here. It is unusual.
But no indication on who the owners are.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for looking. I suppose all we have left is to knock on the front door. And I'll walk around to the door and try to open it again.
So Luther's actually able to open that for you if you want. He said,
Okay.
Yeah, I will have waited by there and kept the door secure, hiding behind a rock, making sure nobody comes in and out.
All right.
Okay.
Luther being the stealth character of this crew.
No.
So the
one
door,
and only rogue.
the door
And I hope
opens.
there aren't any security cameras, because, yeah, we're not sketchy at all.
The door opens, Luther, revealing an empty industrial elevator.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for the rest of the crew.
All right. So once you get in Yezikov, you do notice, and Luther does as well, there is a security camera in here.
Okay.
I look directly at the camera and say, "We come in peace."
Hopefully
Okay.
we don't leave in pieces.
Do all 5 of you walk in?
I will walk in next to the engineer if he goes.
Yeah, I'll go in.
All right. So as you walk in, the door closes. You can hear it pressurize, and the elevator lowers. Just as it kind of gets to the bottom, you see a thin, reedy Herlian waiting for you at the bottom of the elevator. He introduces himself as Haddock, station commander.
Hello, my name is Vary Yezikov. I'm Lieutenant Commander and Chief Security Officer on USS Haida.
Starfleet, right? You're with, like, the Federation.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hi, welcome to the station.
We were receiving signal from your station.
Oh, that's strange. I wonder why you received a signal.
Are you under distress?
No, not at all. We're just mining.
Mining.
Yep, we're mining. We're mining Vionium.
And I look at Gallic.
It's a lower tier gray material that can be used as power source. It's fluorescent under ultraviolet light. It's basically less efficient than fusion generators.
We don't have the fancy fusion generators. We just have this, so, you know, we do what we need to do.
Is the mining operation run by Harlians?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look at me, hello. In my green face. So Harlians go through like a phase of colors. They go from red to green to pale, and then back to green and back to red. And they kind of like, it's like a seasonal thing, and they feel emotions differently or more intensely. And they find the variation of humanoids and their emotions kind of really wild and kind of like up and down.
Who are you supplying this substance to?
Go back home.
All right. If I remember correctly, Harlians were applying for Federation citizens.
Absolutely. All for Federation.
Yes, very good. Would you mind if I look around?
Not at all. Take your
Alright.
time. Yeah.
Like
In
side-eye
fact,
the
I'll
doctor.
give you a tour even.
Very good, please do, sir.
Okay. So as Haddock takes you on a tour, I am going to fade to black as we go to our commercial break.
Okay.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody who's watching. Yeah, back in 10 minutes. Go get a drink. I feel like I should be at a bar. Go get a drink. We're funnier if you're watching. All right.
This is how things go.
This is. Oh my God! It is a Packlid. No, I'm gonna bring Packlids in. It's gonna happen. Yeah. All right. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I'm the GM Tim and I'm muted. Hello! Now that I've unmuted myself.
I was going to say, I was like, Tim's
I'm
moving,
the
but,
GM Tim. Welcome back to Star Trek Lost Voyages, our new Star Trek series here on Norse Foundry. We're playing the 2D20 system by Modiphius. I'm pretty.
Tim, are you broadcasting?
I hope so. Oh, man.
All right, that's enough out of you, Sam.
Yeah, right? I'm not muted anymore. I got it figured. We're good to go. Okay.
This is a
that's
recurring
fantastic.
theme.
It's a reoccurring thing for Tim, especially for Tim. Okay. Sorry, a bit of the hiccups. So you have doing a... Excuse me. So you're doing a shakedown cruise for the USS Haida, your new ship. Hello, Ice Victor. I see you. Hello there. You have you jumped over to Kolasbar 49, a asteroid belt near the Narendra station. You tested your Warp 9 engines. They seem to be working really well. Your weapons are working A-OK. No problems at all there, as you took out some drones that were in the asteroid field. Sensors are a little bit shaky. They need a tuning. You'll be able to do that once you get back to the station. But on your way back, you detected an unusual signal coming from a nearby planetary system, Balin. So you've tracked it down to Balin 4 Moon, and you have taken a landing party down to the surface. And you entered a compound that shouldn't be there and that didn't register on your sensors. And you found a Harlian humanoid named Hodek, who is at the inside the base, who has said welcome to the mining facility, and has given you a tour. You saw all the things you expect to see in a mining facility: drills, mine carts, etc., etc. And you're back kind of like in a sort of common area with Hodek and a couple of his Harlian crew. Hodek's in his green phase. They change in phases. They change colors. And so he was reacting a little bit slowly. So various computer stations and screens line the wall, showing various station functions. Nothing unusual there. There's 20 miners there. He kind of felt bad that he hasn't reported himself to the mining bureau's notoriously slow bureaucracy. So he's like, yeah, I didn't file a report with Starfleet. Come on, whatever.
Luther is looking at his tricorder and he goes, "This is very impressive. What did you say, Commander?" And shows it to Commander Yasikov. And there's a message on the pad on his tricorder. Leah. And the message is basically saying, "This is wrong."
What is wrong about it, if you don't mind?
The to mine vorinium or vionium, you need to have a massive orbital bombardment. A drill wouldn't cut it, and this is not powerful enough to mine vionium.
Because it's too dense,
It's a super heavy dense material that requires it to be literally mined from orbit with a high intensity laser rather than just a mining drill.
Right.
But he's playing off he's like, "This is very impressive. What didn't you say, Commander?"
Yes. Hodek, can you show us the, not vibranium, that's the wrong universe.
Vionium.
Vionium.
I will do that just for you. Eventually I will change that just for you.
That you've mined currently.
So you want to see it?
Yes.
The mining tools?
No, the actual,
Vionium.
It's highly unstable.
Vionium.
You don't want to, it's like heavy radiation. You don't want to go near it.
Where are you keeping it?
In that shielded area over there.
And is it...
Ice Victor says they mine it with Vic.
can you show us process that you use?
I guess. But did you have irradiation suits?
We are currently in environmental suits.
Oh, are you still wearing your EV suits inside the compound?
I mean, I don't have my the face on, but like I got the suit on still. Yeah.
Oh, he kind of like looks you up and down and like, oh, that's.
Would I know how much radiation the EV suit can take, or what kind of radiation would actually do harm to any of us? If they were to like peer inside.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Give me a roll.
I'd like to figure that out.
So that'd be reason and medicine.
That's what she's here for. All right.
That and sass.
That and sass.
Yeah, they drill Vionium with vibranium drill bits.
Oh, she nailed it.
Wow.
Just so everybody knows, she crit twice. That's 4 successes.
Dear Lord.
So she pulls out her medical tracker. It's like, yes, I know this is Lou.
Yeah. Okay. So what she's able to tell is that yes, indeed, Vionium is highly radiation toxic. However, she doesn't detect any radiation coming from here at all. Pause. Back up to the ship. Zanny, you and the crew have managed to decode some of the signal.
Ooh. What does it say?
So the universal translator is having issues, not because it can't detect the language, but because it sounds like it's a language being spoken by a non-native speaker. So the translator, you can't tell if the errors are from the translator or if they're from the actual recording.
So we can't discern if this is obviously somebody's second language.
Yeah, so somebody's speaking it as a second language. The language that they're second speaking is Romulan.
Oh.
And the language says, "Greetings, servants of Emperor, Empress. I relay to you important datas collected from us noble agents here. Great danger hangs on our top spheres to bring you this, but brave are we to foolish it. Very, very useless you will find the knowledge of Starfleet movements in sector." And then the message continues with a short data stream detailing the location of several ships that Naranda Station has been sending out into the sector, as well as a confidential duty roster from the USS Ajax, a starship currently positioned in an adjacent sector, near the Romulan border. Because you guys don't forget, for anyone who's watching, this is in the Shackleton Expanse, which kind of is a no-go zone, but it does border both the Federation border and the Romulan neutral zone.
It's kind of unexplored at this time, and so it kind of sounds like whoever's on this rock was sending that to Romulans.
It was being sent out.
It was being sent out in Romulan language,
yeah,
detailing some sort of Federation movement. And had a duty roster from one of our ships, so it's also sort of like a spying post. Great. So, yeah. So, he's on the away mission. There you go.
Yes, sir.
No,
I'm right here,
no, wait.
Captain.
I have Beagle, Sofix on the ship.
Oh, Sofix on the ship. You have Beagle? I had that backwards?
Captain got it backwards.
I got back right because
Beagle's on the planetoid, Captain.
Man, somebody's got to give me like a screen layout of all your. Anyway,
You hear some.
Could just
you hear
turn
some,
around.
You hear some ensign in the background. That's why it's so quiet up here.
Sofek, are we able to block that transmission from going any further, or
You
or
already
just
did by
go-
intercepting it.
You did?
It wasn't repeating. It just kind of like you literally intercepted the message.
Oh, that's convenient. Were we able to determine its its destination, or was it just sent out into the void?
So, in fact, give me a reason and sensors. Reason and science.
mean, my guess would be the destination was a Romulan.
Thanks, I'd rather no.
Romulan space.
Romulan space, Captain.
And it does look like some of it got out.
We only partially intercepted it.
Very good. Thank you, Selfek. Do we have communication with the away team?
Yep.
Zanny, Yesikov.
Yusikov here.
Oh, is that your ship?
Captain Zenny, I'm here with the representative of the mining station.
Hello, Captain. How are
Hello. Well, thank
you?
you.
I'm Hodak.
You
Hello,
do not
Hodak.
need to yell.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is new for me.
It's
I'm so
nice to
happy
meet
I'm
you.
up on the ship.
Jessica, would you happen to have a private area to speak?
Oh, I can give you my office.
That would be well.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
no problem. Here. And he guides you, the four of you, into an office.
Cool.
Well, we'll leave you. And he kind of like snaps his fingers, and the couple people that are in there leave, and you guys are left alone.
I start scanning for bugs.
Yeah, Luther, please get. Oh, you're already doing good. I brought you for a reason.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start.
Yeah, reason and science, Luther.
Can I help him?
Not if you're focusing on what Zanny's saying.
Okay. Well, I would just say, 1 moment, Captain, while we make sure the room is actually secure.
Yeah. I am
Standing by.
Yes, you can help him.
So you said, what would
Reason
I
and
use?
Science.
Those are my two worst things.
Same with me.
You can tell Gullick to help.
Too late.
Yeah. No.
I've already rolled 3 successes, so.
All right. So.
Great job.
Oh yeah,
so
those are your worst ones.
you may have a momentum, and there are no bugs.
We appear to be clean, Commander.
Deceiver, please continue, Captain.
It appears that the message that we intercepted was destined for Romulan space and is detailing ship movements from the registration, including it intercepted a crew roster from the Ajax. Whatever's going down there doesn't seem to be up to snuff. Watch your six.
Yes, we did.
As you finish saying that, I'm sorry to interrupt you. As you finish saying that, you hear static coming from both sides of your conversation. And the door opens to the office, and in walk 3 Haddock and 3 other Harlians with old Type 2 like TOS style phasers pointed at all of you. I'm sorry, I need you to put down your weapons, please.
Neela, I have no weapons. I'm a doctor.
Great, I'd like to have your hypo spray. I heard you attack with that. I'm sorry. No, weapons, please. Put them on the ground now.
I believe you may be making a mistake.
Maybe, but for now, put your weapons on the ground, please.
And I'll put my phaser on the ground.
Luther?
Well, I have constantly watching active at this point. So I'm going to use determination.
Are you starting a firefight?
Well, I'm going to look at... before that happens, I'm going to look over at Commander and I go, what do you want me to do?
We will try to talk this out.
Fair enough. I drop my Type 1 phaser.
Okay.
This will severely hasten the Howard's application to the Federation. You must know this, yes?
Yeah, I don't. That's okay.
And what is your plan here?
Well, I think you are officially now my prisoners.
Us 4, huh?
What?
Us 4?
Yes.
4 of us?
Yes.
And the heavily armed ship in space.
Yeah.
favors and torpedoes trained on this location.
I'm not worried.
And why is it?
I'm out. They won't fire on you.
Or is you sure of that?
You're Starfleet. You don't kill yourselves.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
None of you are Vulcan.
Yeah, they're all up on the ship.
And if you are supplying Romulans with Starfleet information, the needs of the many
You said anything
outweigh
about Romulans.
the needs of us.
I lean into Jessica. I think you had a nerve.
So they're while you're having this conversation, they're leading you towards somewhere else in the mine.
Okay.
Last time I was led along a path like that did not end well.
Give me a persuasion check there. How would we do this? It would be
persuasion, presence, and command.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
And I want to work in.
Presence and daring. Sorry.
Daring
is the same
They're
thing.
the same.
I do that all the time.
Because presence is like your personal.
Give me daring and command, please.
Okay. And I would like to work in my knowledge and focus of Romulan tactics. I know that the Romulans are pressuring you in certain ways. Starfleet will know how to counter this. I have experienced Romulan interrogation many times.
Okay.
So I'd like to apply my focus.
All right.
And do we have any momentum?
Yeah, you have 4 at the moment.
Okay, I'll purchase a additional d20.
Okay, down to 3.
So neither of this was neither of this was security. Okay, so 2 successes.
Okay, so they seem wary, but they're not backing down. So they're kind of hesitant. A couple of the guards are like, but Haddock has like a full no, we're doing this. Like, go, move, or I'll shoot you.
All right, I continue along, but I want to look after I press them. Does it look like there would be an opportunity to overthrow them?
Not at this point, no.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. Back on the ship. Sofek, give me a sensors check, please. Reason and science.
Yep, come on, button. There we go. All right. We'll ignore the second one. First one, 3 successes.
Great. There is an incoming message from Romulan space.
Captain, incoming message from Romulan space. It is most likely for the colony below.
Is it? Is it live?
It is. The message is requesting a password.
Intercept the message, Selfec. See if we can use this as leverage. And maybe, what do you think the password would be? Codec?
Password would be the Federation sucks, Captain.
Well,
That's 2 words.
Sucks with an X?
2 X's, Captain. They're Romulans. They do things weird.
So keep in mind that the message, you can't stop it from reaching the surface.
Yeah, I just want to intercept it, see if we can listen in.
Yeah. Are you going to attempt a password?
I'm going to say, as Gurkhan, in character, the password might be in the outgoing message, sir.
Could you decipher it?
With the help of Sofek, possibly.
Do it quick.
We shall attempt. Just 3 languages between the 2 of us. What do you want me to roll? Shall I roll any? What? Reason science? Reason engineering?
Reason and science.
Okay. I'm going to spend a momentum on this.
Actually, I'm sorry. Reason and security, to be honest with you, because you're trying to decipher a password. This is most definitely security.
I'm going to spend a momentum on this.
Yep. Bum, 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 bum.
2 successes.
Sofix supporting.
Jesus.
3 successes.
Okay. So you are able to get enough information that you can listen in, but you can't fully respond. So the computer is able to keep translating and keep listening.
Good enough.
Yep. So you hear the message is have prisoners. Starfleet knows. Send help.
Uh-oh. We're now on a time clock. Sofek, send a hailing frequency to the asteroid. I want to talk to these people. Give me my people back.
As you do that, Sofek, give me a roll according to what you were just ordered.
I guess reason con? No,
Yeah.
not con.
Command. No, science.
All right.
Okay, so as you're trying to like figure out a way to get around it, you can't penetrate to get in touch with the crew, but your alerts kind of like go nuts. There is a ship decloaking.
Red alerts?
It is a Harleyan ship. They should not have cloaking devices. It has torpedoes focused in on your ship, and we're gonna snap back down to the bottom. So down at the bottom, the crew is left down in one of the cells, and only one guard is left. There is no like energy beam. It's just like literally kind of like a cell down at the end of a hallway, like a bar cell. It's all they could really build, right? Like they weren't expecting to hold prisoners.
Amateurs. Luther.
Luther's actually over by the guard, and he's like, "This is a pretty sweet setup you got here. Titanium beams."
Yeah, you know, like it's just big, thick bars, right?
Oh, okay. Polyalloys or just standard?
This guy's kind of green, so he's like really slow. He's like, oh yeah, you know, like the polyalloy.
Perfect. So nothing that we could cut through, eh?
No, we thought of that one. Yeah, we're not Packlids, even though we kind of sound like it.
Fair. You got a better skin tone than they do,
right? Like that's just the GM is like just limited on his voices.
Yeah, you just got to get some sun, right?
Yeah.
And I go, so just you looking after us? You must be brave.
I mean, you know, like I'm the one that's in charge over here.
I'm staring at Yasikov the entire time while basically grilling this guy because I'm using my focus escape protocols.
God damn it.
Okay. Just grill this guy for information.
So let's say you're going to find out that this.
I'm basically
give me a presence, and I'll let you even use security because you got escape protocols. So give me a presence and security roll.
Yeah.
Lean over to the doctor. He's very good.
I'm gonna add I'm gonna use a momentum on this one.
I play poker with him every second Sunday. He's very good.
Oh shit! He's very good. All right.
I'm also gonna use my focus assess threat to see how much of a threat this guy actually is.
Sure, why not? So this guard just kind of like unleashes like all the station securities. You're able to bypass anything you need, and he does it without even realize that he's bragging, right? Like he's really like you're taking an active interest. No one's taken an interest in base security for like months.
I'm making myself look weaker by playing up the limp because of my cybernetic left leg.
Right.
Got burnt off in lava.
Yeah, he's kind of like just doing his job. It sounds like the captain is there because he's a Romulan sympathizer, and he's among some of the Harleyans who think that they shouldn't be joining the Federation; they should be rejoining the Romulan Empire.
So at this point, I'm because I'm assuming the guy talks a bit louder than normal because he's green, slow, loud.
It's not loud, just slow.
Okay, slow.
Yeah.
And I'm keep eyeing Yesikov, just being like, when are we gonna do this? When are we gonna do this?
Okay. No, I was just letting you bleed him dry.
Let's screw the DM over as much as we absolutely can.
Is he near the bars?
Yeah. You know what? If you want to spend momentum, yes.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll kind of like saunter over like I'm bored.
Yeah.
Cat. And pick up on the last thing he said. Oh, you don't say. It's very interesting. I'll reach through the bars and just bam him against the bars.
Yeah. You're like, I do so long. And he just kind of slumps to the ground.
I hope he's the one with the key.
And I'm gonna take does he have keys an oversized set of keys on his belt?
There's an oversized set of keys on the belt because that's awesome. Why not? Yeah.
Neela walks over and goes down next to him. Yes, he has a concussion now. Well done.
Yeah. Full proper.
We tried asking nicely, and I'll like take the mackless out of my boot and cut the keys off the guy's belt.
At least you're cutting the keys off his belt, not cutting him. I'm okay with this. Yeah.
Not a monster. And I'll go and unlock us.
All right.
Make sure the guy's like in the like recovery position. Huh?
I'll actually check on him to make sure he's going to be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's good.
I put him
just pulls out a Sharpie.
So, Doc, give me a fitness and medicine, please, Doc. Or reason and medicine. Reason, medicine,
no problem. Of course.
He's gonna have a headache when he wakes up, but he'll be all right.
So I sort of take out like 2 Advil type things, sort of put them in his hand with a little note that says, "Take these and call me in the morning."
All right.
Out of my medical bag that I'm assuming was like on the counter with all our stuff.
So Yesikov, you have lost communication with the ship. You know how to get back to the command area.
Okay. All right, Luther. We'll have to extract the Golek in Neela.
Neela, yeah.
Neela out of here. It's no longer safe.
Will do. I've only trained for this forever.
I know. You take points, I'll take rear.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going. How much momentum do we have left?
1.
Also, Beagle's here.
1. I'm going to spend the momentum to use collaboration security.
Okay. What's that do?
Everybody who's with me in the scene gets security 5.
Dear Lord.
And then I'm going to use my focus silent movement to help us get out of here.
Man, Go Paul, you're just so much better at making characters than I am. I should put that on mine.
This character, I designed him basically I wanted to make a Sam Fisher type character.
That's
like,
impressive.
Is he Section 31? Is he not?
Okay.
You don't
know. So Gopal, why don't you? Luther, why don't you give me a security or fitness and security roll to do your? Or is it daring and security for your shoots?
It could be either the exact same stat line.
Daring and security.
Okay. This is a focus because I have silent movement.
Yeah.
And there's no momentum in the pool, so let's see what happens.
All right.
I'll put a roll of 20.
Yeah. So you're like, so you fire, you shoot, you hit the first one who's like not even seeing it coming. He's like, they're talking to each other.
Yeah. And then damage for this.
Yeah. This is gonna. You're on stun, right?
Oh, always. 1.
Oh
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5,
the poor
6.
guy just crumples to the ground like he's got nothing.
Very good.
Between you, Yesikov, Beagle, and like I know already that our roles are just stupid ridiculous. So why don't you guys tell me what it looks like? So each of you take a scene and tell me what you do in that scene. So Luther, we got yours. You're just gonna like pick somebody off really sweetly. What happens with Gulak?
I guess we need our weapons back.
The communications is still out, Gulak.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll first panel we get to. I'll see if I can
Hack in.
and send a message to the Haida.
Yeah, nice. Yazikov?
I'm going to make sure the team is together. I'm taking rear, so I'm sending up Luther and Beagle to silence their guards.
Oh, yeah.
Has
Beagle's
we seen him?
oh, yeah. He's in for it.
It's got the leg.
yeah.
The Rambo leg.
Where did you get that from? Yeah, it's always with me. He keeps it where he keeps that and the bandana where the cricket, well, the phaser type 1 should be.
Yeah.
He keeps a bandana and a little can of war paint so that he can always do the brows. Yeah.
I mean, he gets results. So
yeah. Most angry Andorian that exists. All right, and what about the doctor?
The doctor goes up to Luther and Beagle and goes, "You'll need this."
Do you stim them?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There you go. And just walks away.
This is setting some very, very, very strange precedent for this ship. Okay. All right.
Is everyone on our ship on steroids?
Apparently.
I look down at my face.
Yeah, I'm like, how long has this been happening?
I look over you. That was basically pure adrenaline. They'll be fine.
Dear Lord. That's not an addiction you want to worry about at all, but the DM will take a note, no problem at all.
And that's why our holo programs usually have the safeties turned off for some reason.
Okay, back up to the ship really quick. So the ship fires on you.
Son of a...
The DM is going to spend 3 threat. And Yazikov's down on the planet, so she can't retain initiative.
Gonna give Sarah this.
That felt good to do. That felt good. I must say that felt real good there. Yeah. All right. So DM's gonna roll 4d20. Yes. All 4 will hit. Spend the extra dice for momentum, and it will unleash on you disruptor beams. Full-on Romulan proper disruptor beams.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
Yep.
9 minus 4 is 5. That's another breach.
So we can actually retain the initiative without Yazikov, but it just costs money.
It's okay.
I will take a hit.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll take a hit. The next
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah.
10.
So
oh no, 9.
Yeah,
All right.
9. We took a breach. You gotta tell us where it is.
It is going to be on your engines.
All right, roll a d6. Are you aiming for engines, or did you roll it?
Absolutely aiming for engines.
All right, roll it. If you get the effect, it's on the engines. It's an effect.
Yes!
Captain, hit to the partner cell. Engines fading. Shields down to 70%.
That's your second breach on engines, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 2 more and we explode.
3 more.
No, we've taken 2 breaches. We're only scale 4.
Yeah, you need 5 breaches to go kaboom. It's
Unless they're all at the same
higher.
location. Especially the engines, because the engine, once you get your 4th breach, it's a chance for a warp core breach.
Okay. So as the ship fires, you can take your next turn.
On the ship?
Yeah. On the ship.
We don't have anybody really at weapon systems right now.
Theoretically,
So,
Gurkhan could run it.
no, Zanny was going to take it.
Yeah, Danny can take it, yeah. Do you want Gurkhan to go first to fix the ship so we have power?
Yes, but Zanny, when it comes to Zanny's turn, he'll take the minor action to take over the weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gurkhan's going to take a shot?
Yeah, I'm not going to take a shot. I'm going to fix the ship.
engines? Do it, Gurkhan.
So I'm going to start with my major roll of shield repair.
Guys,
Sarah?
Sarah can do evasive maneuvers and then use her spend a momentum to do a swift action to do an attack run, which sets us up for a better shot before Gurkhan shoots.
I'm not shooting.
He's not shooting yet.
Oh.
You'll do that after him before I shoot.
So it sounds like your plan is Gurkhan to fix, Sarah to line up, Zanny to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
theoretically, we could even put a Sofek before Zanny to scan for weakness and
Scan for
eliminate them in
weakness.
one shot.
All right.
Yep. I like
Okay.
the plan. Let's do it.
Okay,
So
so Gurkhan, take your roll.
So this is a difficulty 0 for me
Why?
because I'm an engineer at an engineering station.
Dear Lord.
So 3 successes. That's 3 momentum.
All right.
I'm gonna spend 2 of them to restore 2 shields and bring our power back up to 16.
Okay.
Not 116, just 16.
Okay.
And then a minor action to do a second task at difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I ignore
come
the
on.
breach. I ignore the breach.
Yeah, that'll
Why'd
make,
you roll
Sarah's
3
job
dice,
better.
though?
Because I know my ship. As long as I'm on my own personal ship, I get an additional 1 to repairing or diagnosing damage to the vessel.
Even with a minor?
Even every action that has to do with my character
Amazing.
fixing or diagnosing the ship. If it's me building something new, it doesn't work.
Okay.
But
All
if
right.
it's repair,
So
I'm gonna go
the
shields at 100%, Captain.
the other ship will
Thank you.
launch some torpedoes.
We can run a determination for for Sarah to go.
You gonna give me a threat?
No,
No.
I'm gonna do a determination.
Sarah,
That means
Sarah will burn his determination for Fly Girl.
God damn it.
Her fighter pilot expertise.
Yeah,
kicks
give us a
in.
roll.
Okay. So she is going to do evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, so con and control. No, control and con.
Okay. And
Oh, no, daring and con. This would be daring and con, I think, right? The evasive
I think so.
maneuvers?
I have the like.
It'd be control and con.
Control and con. Do it. Do it to it.
Okay.
Overthinking.
And then ship support.
We're going to kiss it right at the end here.
How many momentum do we have?
You got
a
1.
lot.
Nope.
I-
Okay.
We
You got, and then you used, then you got 3, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to use another one, Leah, go ahead.
Okay. Buy one.
Okay, so now 2. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, go Paul.
no worries. And the ship is
It's
supporting.
not working. Are you guys seeing my rolls?
We
you
see
got
1.
3.
You got 3 so far on your first roll.
Control and con? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
So
and the
3.
ship does not support.
Okay. So 3 successes.
So you're back up to 3 momentum?
Yeah, and it
And
increases.
then
This is evasive maneuvers, correct, Leah?
yeah,
Yeah.
Evasive-
So
I thought
used-
you were an attack pattern.
I used the evasive action task. So it does not increase our difficulty for attacks.
Great.
And then I will use. We have 3 momentum. The swift action takes, I think it's 2, which allows me to do another action, in which case I will do the attack pattern, and the computer's having if anybody has it up, that'd be super cool.
I think it's the exact same thing, just engines and con, and you reduce the difficulty of our attack by 1.
Okay.
So you've increased it by 1 for them to hit us, and you're going to reduce it by 1 for us to hit them.
Okay.
It's a daring and contest for attack pattern.
Daring and con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, daring.
All right.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Assisted by the ship's weapons and con.
Weapons
Okay.
and con.
God, why am I helping you?
I don't know.
Wow.
There's only 1 success there,
Yeah.
I need
Okay.
unfortunately.
2.
And you need 2. So you don't set it up the way you want it to, but that's okay.
It's still
We got
one
the
more
defense on
difficult.
good.
Yeah.
So 1 more difficult. All right, so I have to roll 3 successes now to hit you.
Yes.
All right, so this ship turns around and starts to head out of the system. It's leaving.
That's random.
It's leaving fast.
Do you want to follow, sir? Because I got to do it now.
Sarah, it's heading to Romulan space.
No, we're not going to leave our people behind.
Sarah,
They're leaving.
the shields drop and transport. Stefan, Sofek, the shields drop and energy beam. Somebody activates transporters on the other ship as it's continuing on towards Romulan space.
So their shields drop, and there's a transporter signal.
Yeah.
The enemy vessel is transporting something aboard or off, Captain.
Can we intercept it?
No.
Damn. Can we pull Scotty? No.
It's not Stargate where you can intercept the beam out.
I didn't think that was true. Reroute it through our pattern buffer.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't do that.
No, we're not leaving our people behind. So, have we reestablished communication with the ground team?
Back to the ground team. Gulak had been working on reestablishing communication, right?
Yes.
Great. You have reestablished communication. Yezikov, you've noticed that the unconscious and conscious Harelians have beamed up.
Everybody's gone?
Yep.
Well, that can't be good. Gallic, you were able to get a hold of the ship?
Yeah, you should be able to communicate them now, Commander.
Luther,
Right, so yes.
Luther, you see a countdown on one of the screens.
Oh, piss.
Yeah, Luther's like, this is the second time I've been somewhere where there's been a countdown. Let's get what we can and get off of here. Recommend transporting as many of these computers aboard. Take them.
Yes. Yes, go to Haida and 3 just beam up.
5 to beam up.
5. Oh, 4 to beam up. I'm staying here.
You're staying behind?
Yeah. I'm tagging all the computers to get beamed up.
You're beaming up the... Okay. I just want to make this...
How much time do I have on the timer?
Like 10 seconds.
Okay, never mind. Time to beam up!
Yeah.
I have like a couple minutes that I would have tried to like figure something out on the computers.
Yeah,
but,
no. It's like this place is going to explode.
Yeah. 5 to beam up.
Okay.
Take us away.
Yeah.
Get us out of here.
So you beam up just as it's like right through the and you can see it ripple across the moon, and it does that like of course Star Trek style, right, where you guys beam up. And then it shows the explosion, and it doesn't show the transporter pad until well after the explosion is dissipated. And then you dematerialize on the transporter pad. But you do dematerialize. All 5 of you. And everyone's okay. No one, Tuvok Neelixed it.
Yeah, oh good, we're not going to have that kind of moral quandary on next episode.
On the bridge, you have lost track of the cloaked ship. It has recloaked, and it was last noted heading towards Romulan space. On the planet's surface, or the moon's surface, you see nothing but explosions kind of rippling across the moon.
Suffolk, did we get our crew? Or Gurkhan?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Excellent. We'll prepare crews to scour the wreckage. I want to know what was going on there, if we can find anything. And then I'll prepare a report to Starfleet. I'll be in my reading room.
I'm assuming that Luther and Yesikov come and report what they learned from the one dude.
Yes.
I'm hoping. What is that?
We learned that this is a listening station, and they're trying to get into the good graces of the Romulan Federation by spying on any Federation starships.
And then they were part of a splinter group that
wants to be
Romulan sympathizers.
Yeah.
This may be just an outlier. They shouldn't speak for all Hellions.
True, but they did have a nice amount of technology that they shouldn't have had.
Very true.
It still needs to be reported to Starfleet since they are being considered for to become part of the Federation.
It is espionage.
All right.
We'll send it to Starfleet Security.
And the scene, the episode ends with the USS Haida coming back into orbit around Narendra Station. Needs some sensor work, but for the most part, pretty decent shakedown cruise.
Needs some engine work.
It
got hammered, the ship.
Hey, thanks for playing our first episode, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For hosting it.
You're welcome. Thanks everyone for watching. We will be back every 2 weeks. We're going to be doing like a mini series of seasons. So we're kind of going to do like, the season's going to last a little bit longer, but we're going to do like 5 to 6 episodes. And we might even be doing some like bouncing between crew. So we might take some different crew on a different ship and do like mini story arcs and stuff. We're pretty excited. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Star Trek Lost Voyages, and I hope you join us. Live long and prosper, everybody. You can follow me on GM Tim, and anyone else? Nope,
Hi.
you good?
I'm boring.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.